Hi everyone, welcome back to BIMKLUE Revit tutorial. So whoever watched my previous video, which is creating the main pump over here, which is the main sprinkler pump, and they might be asking that what is this small pump sitting here for? What is the purpose of this small pump? So normally we call this as a jockey pump. Yeah, jockey pump. The main function of jockey pump actually is to repressurize the system where there's a minor leaking of the system. Instead of starting the main pump, which is creating a high pressures to the system, piping system, we instead of that we use this small jockey pump to pressurize back the system. This is actually useful during the regular testing of the fire protection system, or if there's any leaking, so the jockey pump will run and you will get the notification from your main fire console. Okay, so this is a simple diagram to explain the function of the jockey pump. So we have a main pump, which is the main pumping system of the whole fire protection system, and the jockey pump is a sit between the standby and duty pump over here. The purpose is to repressurize back the system when there's a minor pressure drop. Okay, so in order to test this pump, normally we will drain out the water from the system by using the small valve here. Then if the system senses the pressure drop, then the jockey pump will start and will repressurize back the system to maintain the water pressure in the sprinkler system. Okay, so if you still in doubt, you can search for this video. I think this person created a quite useful video here. So he drained the system water, then let the pressure drop. Yeah, then after pressure drop, the system sense the pressure drop from this gauge over here. Then it will trigger the pump to run and start. You see, it repressurize back the system. This is starting of the main pump. Okay, so instead of a huge pressure kick in, the smaller pressure is required to pressurize back the system, which is this job will be carried out by the small jockey pump over here. Okay, normally we use the multi-stage pump. Okay, this is the basic comparison of the multi-stage vertical pump, which is the jockey pump, and the end suction horizontal pump. Yeah, so the characteristic of this multi-stage pump will be able to deliver high pressure and low flow, and where the end suction pump will be able to deliver a high flow with low pressure. Okay, so this serve for different purpose. So this is the end suction pump. This is a vertical multi-stage pump. Okay, so let's see how we're going to model this. So we go back to basement 1 over here. Then we place this pump here. We copy this pump over here since we have already. So here we place here. Okay, in the middle. Then we will have a duty pump. We copy another standby pump. Okay, so talking about fire safety, we always need a standby pump, normal duty pump and standby pump. Instead, in case duty pump is not running, we still have a standby. Okay, then this one will be connect to the tank, fire tank, to suck the water, and this will pump out the water. Yeah, outgoing at the top of the pump. So we going to connect it both ends. Okay, go to the section points over here, then go to the view. Okay, we connect this two. Connect these two, then we go out. Yeah, go out, outgoing connect to the place you want. Okay, basically create similar Okay, we don't have a T here, then we PF to create a T here, put it here. Okay, then this will be 150 mm. Okay, draw pipe outgoing. Okay, this out. Okay, then this one. Okay, outgoing of the pump is connect to this outgoing, yeah. We need to connect back to this pipe. So we rotate it. Okay, place to here. Suction site. We connect it first. Then normally this one will be go to a suction site of the tank. Create similar. Place to here. Then normally this will be one size bigger, which is 200. Yeah. 200 mm, yeah. Okay. This also will be 200 mm, okay. Then this one incoming connect to here. Okay. So let's check the level whether it's correct or not. Okay, it's not correct. Then we draw it up to match the pipe levels. Okay, that's done. Okay, let's have a 3D view first here. 3D view. Z enter. So this is basically the 3D view of your pump set. Of course, it will sit on the plane higher. Okay, so here. Okay, this one is lower. We just hide this at the moment because we don't need that. Hide in view element. Okay, so here we need to connect this to here and the discharge. Okay, come back to the plan view. PF for the pipe fittings. We need a T, the mechanical T, simple mechanical T. This one. Okay, for the connection of the pipe. Okay, then here another T, PF. Okay, go to the section view, then turn the T facing down. Practice small arrow to turn the T, yeah? Rotate the T, then this one going up. Okay, connected. And basically we have this in and out connected. Okay, then the fittings of the pump. This pump will need the standard fittings like the flexible joints, gate valve, strainer, check valve. Okay, so back to the section view over here. So since this is outgoing, so we need a PA is for the 50 mm gate valve first. Yeah, gate valve. To gate valve. Facing up, of course. Rotate facing up. PA for joint, flexible joint. This one. Front and behind. Okay. Then the incoming will have a strainer. 50 mm strainer. To oops. PA 50 mm strainer Okay, this one. Put it here to trap anything that coming from the incoming. Anything dust or particles will be trapped to inside here instead of going to damage the impeller of the pump. Okay. So the next one will be the check valve. Okay. PA again, 50 mm check valve. Okay, this is the check valve. So everything done. Then basically we have assembled another set of pump over here, which is the Jockey pump with the fittings in and outgoing to the main lines. Okay, so I guess that's all for this tutorial. So if you need to know further, so you can participate in our course online, where we will explain in every detail step by steps, starting from the scratch, modeling of the pumps, fitting, and the function of the fittings, where you can find the catalogs and the pipings, even the elbows, and how to create your T's, how to create a gate valve, also included in our detailed tutorial in BIMKLUE Teachable. Okay, I guess that's all for this session. Thanks for joining.